So basically another Jet Noise Huge Motors update. You see the Talion on 6S with the 17 tooth pinion. Just giving you another shot of this, the onboard cam of this versus the J1 on 4S and 4S. Man, so with the Talion on 6S right there and the 17 tooth pinion, the J1 on 4S and stock gearing and stuff is not gonna cut it. Here I try to pass my brother, hit the little on ramp right there, flip over, and that's when this happened. A little cheesy camera, just like that one, was strapped on, and I flipped and it busted. Yeah, strapped on right there. It was not in a case like this, which is kind of dumb. That could have provided a little extra protection if it was mounted on the body and in a case like that. So here's another little cheapie. I'm glad it's not a GoPro that broke on me. And you get what you pay for, you know what I mean? So I'm probably right now gonna put the waterproof mounts on it and swap out the cam in each one. And this cam I'm holding right here is a better cam. It's like the same exact housing as these cams right here, but the internals are way better. Instead of just being a 1080p camera, it can do 1080p at 60 frames per second, and it can do 120 frames at 720p. So I'm thinking about strapping this camera on that I'm holding right now to one of the cars. And yeah, just a little shot of the rack and stuff like that. Little L939, and then we got the L969 that I'm going to be modifying soon. Just some older car stuff like that. Some of the cars are on the repair bench. The J1 and the J2 are not in that shot because they're on the repair bench right now. But yeah, this is mostly just an update. My brother said he might be upping the Talion to 8S pretty soon, so making it more of a speed car, just more beasted out. I'm waiting on the order for my 6S to get in for the J1, and I'm just working out the kinks. I'm gonna need better tires. I hear that the stock Sabertooth tires don't hold up on 6S to the wheels, so 6S to the EDF right now and up in the pinion. So here's just a little layout of the Rattler got turned into the J2 and the Sabertooth that got turned into the J1. And I feel the pros of the Rattler or the J2 is just that it's light. And the pros of the J1 is that it has 2 battery trays, which keeps the center of gravity low, or low center. It has a center differential, so it doesn't pop wheelies and like peel out off the line. And the cons of the J2 is that it has 1 battery tray, which forces me to raise the center of gravity with mounting the other battery and stuff like that. And it has no center diff, so it pops wheelies and it peels out, spins out easy. And cons of the J1 is that it's heavy. So I think the J2 is best at hill climbs and drifting, and the J1 is better at racing, off-road, and jumps in general. And down at the bottom, you see how the cars are kind of laid out. I exaggerated it, and my drawing is crap, but right now the J2 on the left, it was on 3S to the wheel, 6S to the EDF, and you see how that second battery has to be mounted on top, and the bigger EDF just kind of makes it hard. That's why I had to get the hub extenders to get a wider wheelbase. And the J1 over there, it has 2 battery trays, so it can keep that low center of gravity. It has a slightly smaller EDF. It automatically has a wider wheelbase, and it was running on 4S and 4S, as you know, but pretty soon it's going to be on 4S with a bigger pinion to the wheels and 6S to the EDF. So looking for a lot higher top speeds. But yeah, like I said, working out the kinks, we're going to have to get better tires for the J1, and then it pretty much should be able to handle the speed runs pretty good. Might have to work on wings and aerodynamics just a little bit. And the J2 needs a lot more work, to be honest with you. The J2 is going to need, the gyro needs work, and just keeping it stable at high speeds and launching it out the hole is going to need some work. Or I'm going to have to just launch slower and just take it slower out the hole, which I don't really want to do. But yeah, the J2 can be on a max of 11S, 3S, and 8S to the EDF, and the J1 can be on a max of 6S and 6S, so maximum of 12S. Yeah, just wanted to break that out, and here's a little bit more footage and everything. So here, kind of waiting on my brother to catch up, darting around this turn, then heading into a right bank turn right here. This is one of our first laps, so taking it slow right there. Here's the second time we coming around, pushing a little faster into that. It's like a right-hand 90-degree turn right where this camera is. And here I braked too much and turned and whipped it too much. And yeah, the car got sideways on me. And these cars, it's definitely a matter of fact right now that they're harder to drive than standard cars. They're harder to drive, and so I'm getting used to it. Like, I finally never traction roll with the J2 anymore with the hub extenders, and just knowing how to drive it. I can't slam on the brakes, be heavy on the brakes and turning too much. It'll flip it, and if I'm accelerating out of the corner, shifting the weight to the rear wheels, it also will flip it if I'm turning too hard at the same time. So yeah, stay tuned for more dope stuff, and yeah, we out. Just like throw everything in the corner. We're sending you back to Mexico, boy! To Mexico!
That's racist!
Yeah! Let's go, boy!